Rare for this to happen, honestly. But seems to be okay now. I had to reboot my router and restart the PlayStation 4. Anyway, hello everybody, Ranky Mark here, and welcome to part 14 of Let's Play Pyre. Last we left off, we defeated the Fate at the Cairn of Ha'ub, and I guess Dalbert's trying to push his son Albert and Faye into a sort of relationship. Well, actually into one. I don't blame him, he's probably an old curse, so he probably just wants to see grandkids. And... oh, hey Faye. Faye seems very happy about something and has been chanting softly to herself. On closer inspection, however, she seems to be engaged in conversation with the wagon wall. And so, after the rite, he said to me, farewell. Can you believe it, little brother? He said that then he left to go and find Mr. Dalbert, who went on ahead. And so I think maybe we are friends now. Don't you think so too? We have a lot in common, don't we? Friends are supposed to have a lot in common, right? For instance, we're both fighting for something we care about, for those we care about, for those who helped us when we needed it. Is that not so? He is very lucky to have Mr. Dalbert, isn't he? She fell silent for a time. Then, it cannot be that the 8 scribes intended that all of us just have to fight each other all the time. It just cannot be. So many whom we face, they don't like us very much, do they? Because if we prevail against them, it must mean that they cannot go home, even if they really want to. So that's why they don't like us. Back home, when they told me to stop being me, I didn't like them either. You want to know what I think, little brother? I think the scribes put us together in all this so we can learn from one another and grow closer together as friends. That's what I think, little brother, and I told them so. And maybe the next time I see Alma and Mr. Dalbert again, they will be happier to see me then. She bounds off, noticing you as she goes. Hi, mister. You sense some of her burden has been lifted from her, and her knowledge of the rites, however informal it may be, has crystallized into a deeper understanding. Faye gave +1 hope, permanently. I wish her well. That's good. That's really good. She's got a permanent +1 hope. I wonder who next to send up an elected liberation rite. Hedwin probably. We still gotta deal with Bertrude. There's still room for one more. Sandra! Anything on your mind? Nothing. Sungris. Know you the sacred Mount Elodio, the highest peak within the lowest land? Then know that it is no mere mountain, but the fractured bonework of the world titan himself, the archbeast Sungris. This one's bog-dwelling companion, Melif, is too mild in her account of our ascent. 'Twas not a pleasant mountain hike, but a pitched battle spanning 17 full moons. Finally, the 8 of us, we climbed atop the brow of old Sungris. We merged our strength and struck the mortal blow, such as the Archbeast shattered finally in pieces. 'Tis no mere myth that from the Archbeast's eye the shimmer pool emerged, the sole means of freedom from this land. 17 months they spent killing Archbeast Sungris. Unfathomed plurness. In all of this one's conquests, never has the Underking confronted such a foe as the Sea Titan Plurnus. That grand and hideous wench presented nigh inestimable peril for whomever sailed or swam the downside sea. Tales of her monstrosity long spread across the land. The Underking was undeterred. Nay, this one made it his life's mission to give her recompense. Emboldened, having felled her cousin Endriga, he drew her out of hiding and then sailed the remains of Dazraban, the doomed ship, with its sharpened prow straight through her heart. Huzzah! The catastrophic detonation which ensued left no surviving witnesses save one. The Underking survives to speak of it and write of it, which he shall do repeatedly. Dang. and ye's like the Astroborn. Now, the Fates. The Fate united under Many-Mane, the Alpha Chief. He is brash, but he follows his traditions. He prizes faith, discipline, and honor, qualities he seems to lack at first. He formed the Fate under the precepts of olden bylaws of his four-legged ancestors. They believed in a certain natural order in the way of things. Many-Mane wanted for the Fate to likewise show respect. Initially, he only chose from other curs. He, however, urged the Fate to replenish their numbers from any race or ethnic group thus willing. Thus shall they anticipate what is to come, with open eyes and minds, and never frown upon what is in store for them. Huh. Well, I feel that Jomir's, Triumvirate is still probably the most loyal. Now, where is that ledger? No. Room? No. Ledger. Ledger. Where the hell is it? No. Ah. Okay, it looks like the Chastity and it looks like the Essence are still available, but we have no idea who we're gonna fight. The Hippers are still getting up strength, but if we take on the Chastity now, we can actually take them out of the ranking. But then we have to fight the Essence. Oof. Now, let's go to the land of Kamer's Island. See what we got there. I don't know what to expect, honestly. Gertrude slithers up to you as the black wagon passes through the skies above her former abode. Our kind who work below. They would scarce believe we soar above them now. We told them when Sandalwood came to fetch us that we shall not return for some time. Our most accomplished laborers, with whom we shared so many moons in exile. We trust they shall carry forth the reputation of our services, for we taught them all we know. She seems almost nostalgic as he lists off the various services provided at Big Birchroot's. Curses, bombs, potions, powders, cleaning reagents, sleep medicines, fungicides, seances. Big Birchroot's earned quite a name for itself throughout the downside for these and other things. When we are finished here, provided we do not return from whence we came, we shall return to our establishment and carry on our business there, for there is much in demand. Huh. Interesting. Hang on. Oi, what the bloody blazes? Barker notices your wagon at his flank there and begins to laugh. Well, if it isn't the Nightwings, blowing their fancy little flying wagon, eh? You think you're better than us, mates, eh? Pah, you ain't better than the dung I stepped in last night. Now, get on out of here, or if I don't mind to leap out over there and rip your guzzlets out, you hear me? I'm trying to go with a Cockney accent for him, I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm doing it right. Sharp Shoal, Expedient Path, and Barb Reef. Let's go with the Isle of Kalimar. Volver joins you as you soar high above the storm-ravaged waters on approach to the infamous Isle of Kalimar. Among its cursed qualities, it seems this wretched storm means I cannot rightfully smoke. One of the downside small misfortunes, I suppose. The wagon's driving seem not to mind, at least. In fact, seem more animated now than ever even than usual. Perhaps they feel some sort of connection to this place. Do you suppose that Chastity were able to make it here intact? They ought to have seen it in the stars, though we shall soon know for certain. That we shall. Take us in, please, reader. Alright. Let's go to Sharp Shoal. Deathless Tempest. You make landing within the Deathless Tempest, far west of where you first breached through the shores beyond. You wonder which sort of celestial landmark lies hidden amid these waters. Though for now, you have some time left before continuing onward. The Beyonder Crystal seeks Bertrude. Let's go ahead and check out the book first. Tiny Tempest. Entertaining, but would unleash calamity if ever were to be unbottled. Not doing that, then. Flagging Hands. Jomar Valley. Sea of Solace. Black Basin. Jomar Valley again. Scolorian Shore. We're getting KC from all over. We waited for the Deathless Tempest to subside. We waited, but the Underking, he merely laughed and laughed. But the Deathless Tempest does not subside. What lies beneath that stretch of sea to cause such an upheaval is best left to myth and speculation. We made passage nonetheless through sorcerous aid and fortune, scarce seeing the surrounding environs. We did detect a landform to the west. Solely Amir detected there the presence of the treacherous aide who lured him into exile and then followed him in turn. Mur in his wisdom thought it was best to be avoided. At last did we arrive on distant lands, though seeing them proved little comfort. Makes sense, honestly. Finally, we can ask what's on our mind. Why are you doing this? Reaching out to me again like this? I have been abandoned in this blasted rock more times than you can count, leader, and each time I have laughed it off, like so. She laughs. I feared it would be different this time. Before I knew that someone else would come around and pick up where the previous idiot left off, but now? She scoffs and falls silent for a time. Well, it seems you may not be a next time after all this, if what I'm to understand about the stars out there is even a half-truth. So then, I anticipate an eternity of utter solitude without even the blasted lights to keep me company. Understand that, while I may be apparition and a goss to you, I yet retain a shred of self, and do not happily foresee that outcome. And yet, you keep on coming back to me like this. If this is all in service of a torment, then you are most cruel, lovely reader. Commendably so, I have to say. So then, am I to understand you wish to spend more time with me thus, knowing full well the stars are soon to put an end to this little affair? As if in answer to a question, you feel what seems to be the Beyonder crystal itself. If you are able to provide some welcome company for her, then you shall do it. Sure, let's stay for a little longer. You focus your mind and remain where you are, there with Sandra, in the confines of the Beyonder crystal, and remain there with her for some time. No words need to be exchanged between the two of you, and in the darkness there for once, she does not feel alone. Soon enough, however, she bids you to depart. You shall leave those idiots of yours listless if you remain here for too long. Begone, Our Lady, and let me know if you have need of me. I think she's got a crush. But we have a scribe job we gotta complete for her anyway. Oh, that can be arranged. You need but name for me the one you have in mind. Bertrude. The old Bacron, then. She does have some potential, I should think. More so than most of those whom you share that little residence. Then let us bring her forth. Soon Bertrude appears in heed of the summons. We sense that thou hast need of us. I think we still have a couple more rides before this is all over. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, Crone. You answer to me here. You're very eloquent. May your vast experience exceed your knack for pleasant conversation. I trust that you shall have little trouble here without the benefit of your more communicative friends. Now come. Very eloquently well put. An imp. Oh, that is going to hurt. Oh, that's done. Oh, come on. Oh, get out of town. I really have to avoid that. You've got to be kidding me. Maybe I shouldn't have sold that. No! Oh, come on! Okay, okay. Yes! Finally. Oh no. Ah, come on. They're fast. Okay, focus, 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 focus. I really gotta time the landing. I'm screwed. I am so Yes! Okay. One more hit and this is over. No! Ah! Okay. Most contemptible result. On that, good Kuron, we do wholeheartedly agree. I would tell you not to waste my time, but the truth is that my time here is for you to waste. We can do better. Yes. That was a bullcrap move on my part. I'm so sorry. No! Oh, damn it. Fell for that. Woo! That'll work. Thanks, sucker. Okay, Hexa Victory is actually extremely potent. Nope. Oh, crud. I fell for that. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Nope. I win. May I never do that again. A simple test, undeserving to be called a challenge. I want to fail you just for gloating, Crone. But these are not my rules, and your performance was sufficient. Thus you have passed my test. Congratulations are in order to you and to your lovely leader. Now farewell. I got the accent down that time. I don't know what exactly happened that caused my internet connection to crap out like it did, but I have been having some internet problems again lately. Friday I was just completely, slow as hell. Granted, my folks were all on their phones, so I was literally fucked. Urgh, good riddance to that mouthy wraith. Show us then what trinket she has bestowed upon us. The leaf's tail. Virtue's blast pierces through solid objects. Oh hell yeah! Oh, that's gonna be really helpful. Let's check with the low minstrel now. As you look at the eerie stillness stretching in every direction, the low minstrel approaches and asks for a moment of your time. Leader, I believe I've located something about some value. It was cast aside near to where we landed. Perhaps we can make use of it. He hands you an item that he found and encourages you to take the rest of the day to rest and pursue your vocations. Unbottled note. Huh. There's a companion. Burchard again. Let us then discuss these matters which you believe should benefit. You find a remote spot where you and Bertram can discuss any of her misgivings or fears about your journey or your fellow exiles. The conversation gives perspective and relief. Nice. Fear is a commodity to be extracted and exchanged. Thine we shall keep safe with us. Black Wagon. Hey, Faye. Found your calling. Faye seems to be speaking to herself again. She is unaware of your presence, or shows no sign of it at least. Mercy, freedom, they are intertwined. Mercy shall engender union among all our different kind. Mercy shall engender union among all our different kind. She is reciting passages from the Book of Rites, though to your knowledge she cannot read. Freedom to the worthy. The downside cannot let us all go free. Thus, freedom to the worthy. Is that not so, Triesta? Is that not the conclusion which you formed with your 7 most trusted friends? She pauses for a while as though listening and nods her head from time to time. Yes, I see. Well, I am ever grateful to you, Saint Triesta, for your guidance and your presence. And I wish all your friends safe passage there among the stars. It must be so very beautiful out there. With your wings, you can fly freely, can't you, Saint? You can visit me any time. Come and go as you please from the stars. All the way here? You do not need a pair of wings in order to be free. I know. And yet, sometimes I wish I was like you or like Miss Pamitha. But I know I am the way I am because I am meant to be this way. And I know that you are always watching. So thank you, Saint Triesta Titus. Thank you and your friends. She wanders off in the afternoon, leaving you there to consider her words. In the Commonwealth, her unwavering faith in the 8 scribes would have been seen as a delusion. Such prayer or communion was forbidden. The scribes were mythical figures, but even they worshipped the stars, and it was the stars that lighted the way for the founders of the Commonwealth, or so its leaders taught. Huh. Food to think about. Well, let's go to the Isle of Calamere. Oh god, Manly. A messenger imp with news and rumors from the other side comes huffling towards your wagon, here in the tumultuous waters of Deathless Tempest. You light it in and offer it some light refreshment, as Ruki would have done. The imp's message turns out to be about him. You learn Ruki's past transgressions have all been forgiven since his return to the Commonwealth. He was even offered a well-appointed home and place of business. It must have represented just the kind of lavish lifestyle that Ruki always claimed to have had for himself and his extended family. Eventually and somewhat reluctantly, however, he refused the gifts. Instead, he tracked down Volfred's agents and gave them ample information, thus emboldening their ranks. The last bit of the message sounds as though it was transcribed word for word from Ruki. It simply reads, "The rest of you better get back here soon or else." You thank the messenger in for the report. Soon, it has all your companions talking. The days aren't so bright without him, though it sounds like he's doing well out there. Hard to believe he would have turned down living in that kind of luxury, so maybe he got used to it out here. Ah, noble Ruki! He sets a shining example unto us all. Don't you think he must be sad to have turned down a house? I hope he isn't sad. Teaser was happy to learn that Ruki joined the revolution in the Commonwealth. We understand this Ruki holds no small degree of influence, at least amongst his kind. The news of Ruki's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. Messenger Imp accepts some scraps to eat from you and rushes off. You got +1 hope. Good luck, Ruki. Headwind's next, don't worry. You 3 helped me out, I help you out. That's the way it goes. Your wagon shivers to a halt at the Isle of Kaelmir. Bizarre outcroppings give it a foreboding feel. In the distance, you hear odd gibbering noises that sound like drive imps? What? The Isle of Kaelmir. Whoa, guys, how'd you find me all the way out here? I mean, this is for extra special customers. I'm only joking, You're the only customers I got. Got you again. Only joking about that, too. Because I got tons of customers. It's just, they already bought a lot of stuff today, so they're not here, okay? Anyways, I just got in a little something here which maybe you'll be into. Been hearing about these little numbers for a while. Check them out. It reveals to you a set of rings. The Jewel Band and Rune Band. Ooh. Thinking these things are supposed to be for a couple of love burns, know what I mean? But anybody could have probably used them provided they was to buy them off me. I wasn't even gonna get them for myself, but anyway, let me know if you want them. Interesting. I don't know. I personally feel that the Face Spirit is still useful, but honestly, I still feel that these legendary talismans are so good, though. Pleasure was all mine and Dad's, you guys. I still feel that those talismans are just way better, you know? I mean, you can always, upgrade them. The Isle of Kaelmir. The traitor Kaelmir rope collar. Whereas he brought about our empire's fall, whereas he already nearly claimed the life of our dear Solium, we forgive him. We have forgiven him. We give a certain thanks to him, for he has played a vital part in the star's plan. If not for him, then we, the 8, would never have aligned. We never found the rope collar. He fled into the sea towards an isle, which we know well to avoid. 'Twas there we think Kaelmir's tattered mantle finally did him in, among the wild imps. Should the stars ever converge above that isle, it shall be to signify that their long dance across the skies is drawing to a close. Oh, crap. I apologize for my dogs. Actually, you know what? Let's at least get this. Now, what's our upgrade? No. At least this will help him. Let's commence the rite. But since it's at the Isle of Kael'mir, that means the rites are going to end fast. Everything is prepared, and the night is just beginning to take hold above the dark waters of Isle of Kael'mir when Wolfric gets your attention. Reader, I suppose you might remember our first meeting with that manly Tinderstock? He would be mortified, of course, if you forgot. I would say that he is an embarrassment to my kind, but unfortunately, I've known many others like him. We are a discontented people, I suppose. Anyway, when we last saw him, you might recall that I avoided him. We are not good acquaintances or anything, but he knows enough people in high places that he could be harmful to our plan. Should he know of my involvement? And so, what if we're sent? Wilfred dons his ritual mask. I shall have to be discreet here. As I am in the Night Wings once again, I can no longer hide from him outright. Perhaps though we shall take before our common sap. Anyhow, it seems to me we have a right to conduct. Are we getting Volfred? Lord Gandroth.
Lord Gandroth.
Let's do it. Great. I do like the music though for this. It sounds like a bit of a high-class Commonwealth theme. And mainly since Manly is a member of the Commonwealth, that makes sense.
A glorious eve to you as ever, O you exiles of the Night Wings. The 8 scribes dragged you all the way into the blasphemous Isle of Kael'mir. Here you are to be surrounded by even more gibbering nitwits than usual.
What the?
Your adversaries in the coming rite shall be the Chastity. Snuff out their pious flame and show your worth. Now, prepare yourselves.
There's so many imps here. My, what have we here? Why, the Night Wings, come to grace us with their presence once again. You think that you can simply cut us down like last time, is that it? You sense Wolfric reaching out to you. Reader, let us indulge him for a time. Perhaps he will reveal something we could use to provide a disincentive for his meddling. Just let him keep talking. I shall have to remain hidden. And my, the colors of those raiments. I mean, they are rather gaudy in this light, I have to say. Though, I mean, no offensiveness, of course. So, do you suppose the rites are going to commence soon? As much as I enjoy our chats like this, I do have to get going soon. If you must know why, I'm expecting an important message from the other side, no less, come dawn. I hear something is brewing out there. Some sort of unrest, So yes, it is a very important message. Sent all this way by one of those imp couriers, and I must say, those little things, their services are certainly not cheap. Though I am certain I could get you a good deal on their services if you wish. Perhaps to contact a loved one back home, All I ask, of course, is that you stand aside and let the chastity prevail, as we ought, for I have a date with Destiny not long from now upon this farewell Solium. Continue talking for some time until at last the rite is set to start. Oh, my! Look at this wonderful assembly of exiles come from all different corners. Which colorful retinue of Nightwings you have. You know, I've heard the most preposterous of rumor about you, that you are harboring an especially notorious criminal, one who is designed upon the Commonwealth itself. He looks right at Wolfred. But I could not imagine such an outlandish tales could possibly be true, Anywho, I still would like to meet everyone here. Hello, good Nightwings. I am H. Manly Tinderstock, and truly it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Manly has intruded on your privacy as you said to choose your triumvirate. You could not be less welcome. You seem to be searching for someone in your ranks. Manly seems to respond to behavior similar to his own. You could send him away. Perhaps a broken limb or two might cause Manly to think better of such answers next time. Let's ask him really politely. You suggested mainly that perhaps he ought to check on his own triumvirate in the key moments prior to the rite. Why, yes, of course, of course! I was just taking the opportunity to bid you all salutations, for I so enjoy getting to meet my fellow exiles face to face like this. Yes, there may be rules against this type of thing, but who's counting, am I right? I am sure the scribes wouldn't mind if they were here. Anyway, now that you mention it, I have to go check on my wonderful colleagues. See you shortly and good luck. Manny leaves at last, leaving you to focus on the rites again.
Who shall conduct the rite?
Bertrude, obviously.
Bertrude. Tizo.
And Gilman, me? Well, Gilman does need the right.
Sir Gilman. Very well.
This knight has much appreciation for foes with silver tongues. They are among his favorite kind to vanquish. Are you quite ready, O Nightwings? I thought you are. Because my colleagues of the Chastity and I, we have a trick or two we think shall take you by surprise. Just watch. What did I agree to boost up there, Cora? As the rite commences, the imps throughout the cavernous area roar with excitement. Our struggles in our plan. We are entertainment to these loathsome creatures. Begging your pardon, sir, the imps of the Isle are quite passionate about the rites. Just now, they offered a bounty and soul if our triumvirate proves worthy. They would pay us? Exchange for what exactly? Where did they get the soul, for that matter? My understanding is that they wish to see us perform various feats of glory. As for the source of their wealth, who can say how much soul lies lost in the sea? Feats of glory. Flashy displays of mastery in the rites, which certain types of imps are willing to pay to see. Leader, it may seem beneath you, but the opportunity is real. The soul could be a benefit. Indeed, then. Reader, my boy, it is yours to decide if entertaining these sad creatures is a justifiable distraction during these affairs. We trust your judgment. Now let us not distract you further here. Henceforth, you shall be tasked with feats of glory in the rites. Salute!
Now begin.
No, you don't!
The knight's first banishment. The Nightwings assert themselves thusly.
The Serpent Queen.
Woe is you.
Woo! Oh no. No. No!
Manly banished. Their flame
Nailed
died
it!
a little. Glorious.
Dang. Boom! That soul's gonna be very useful for us.
'Tis what the scribe
Oh, that's gonna sting.
Indeed.
Oh hell. Okay, good. Woo! This is getting good. The imps grow more and more agitated with each patching moment. Some start spilling onto the sacred grounds. Now, my impish friends, do calm yourselves. Calm down, I said, calm down, I said, calm down. Dang! These imps really want to play.
This creature's doing. This is a sacred tradition, not some fool exactly by the book.
I don't even know anymore what they're doing. Am I ever thankful for that move?
And it is done.
Dang!
The Nightwings prevail again. Was as though the
Downside
scribes
Pilgrim.
themselves stood by their side.
Nice.
The is done.
My word! How could this happen to me? You deceitful, ignorant, utterly uncouth pack of fools! Have you any idea what you've done? Wolford watches the outburst in silence. Keep spouting off like that, manling. You shall reveal all we need to know. You harbor such a fear within your heart there, don't you? Coming from the aristocracy, and now in exile. How they must speak of you. What would they think of you if you don't get out? Or even if you do? Wolford remains deep in thought, studying his adversary. There. I see. I see now. Then Wolford recedes into the shadows. What? In my head. Who? Oh, I believe there must be some mistake. I have to go. Ta-ta! Fun evening to you now. It's been a pleasure. Generally so. Manly stumbles away in a stupor. And there he goes. I've lived in certain burdens from him for the time. A bit of mercy for his sake. For my people's sake. As well, it should ensure he has no lasting memory of our encounter here, or running into me. Now, let's be off, before he catches up with us again. What did he do?
Now in the hearts of all these exiles. Understanding deepens in the mind of the imp Tizo.
Tizo gives thanks to Haoub the Swallow for watching over and protecting him. After his implode ability, he returns faster than usual. Tizo deals an additional 10 damage when dousing the enemy's adversary's pyre. Oh, I'm getting this. And boom!
The exile Bertrude is committed to
This land, so ripe with eldritch knowledge, long forbidden in the Commonwealth. We learn the stuff of fear itself. Next up, Howlers. Bertrude pounces an adversary and instantly recovers all her stamina. Or let's let's do this.
until the stars align.
I wonder though what Wolford actually got. I mean, it sounded like he tore into his brain. Okay, that's a bit of a dark way of putting it, but it sounded more like he dove into his brain, like what he does with us. Or like what we do to other readers. After you and your fellow exiles defeated a Chastity, you find the little minstrel tending to one of your own. Tizo seems to be unwell, although you cannot sense why. How are you feeling, sir? Tizo seems very fatigued and lethargic all of a sudden. I see. Then please do not exert yourself, or try. The little minstrel motions for you to come closer. Reader, Tizo appears rather disoriented and more fatigued than usual. Reported feeling not entirely present, symptoms of banishment sickness. An ailment suffered by those who frequently conduct the rites, debilitating but fleeting. The sense of loss and isolation during banishment sometimes extends beyond that time. He should be able to take part in light activities, I think, but under no circumstances shall he be able to conduct the coming rite. Now then, I ought not to keep you from the stars above. Please go and have a look at them, for all of us, I think, are anxious to depart this place. Tizo got banishment sickness. The stars yet shine for you, revealing various paths forward. Let's go. Triesta, Ores, Gold. Let's see who's next. The Pyre Hearts. Lendl again. And Pamitha. If we take on the Essence right now, the Pyre Hearts are next. We already took on the Essence and took care of a bit of Panther stuff. I say taking on Sir Gilman might be a good idea. And later, if we can get them withdrawn again, I definitely want to put I want to give Pamitha the next record, but I also want to, you know, give that one to Headwind. Let's go with the Pyre Hearts to help out Sir Gilman. Actually, wait, did we go to goal? Ah, the choices. No, let's go take care of goal, I think. Nah, let's go with Trieste. I want to help out Gilman. Trieste again. This night is this night to understand that we shall confront Sir Deluge and the Pyre Hearts once more? Then this is to be a most exciting time. This knight's one-time commanding officer, imagine if you will, a worm without the slightest trace of bravery. So Gilman then recounts his tale of Sir Deluge's past and how it is they wound up together on the downside. Sir Deluge, a worm knight of the Sea Dominion and a former ally of Sir Gilman, he lacks the sort of courage for which his kind is known, yet somehow leads the Pyre Hearts anyway. Some worms born under the Sea Dominion's waters saw life's meaning on dry land. The Commonwealth recognized their chivalrous traditions and soon put them to use. Sir Deluge was just another bit of frontline fodder in the war against the Highwing remnants. Yet time and again he distinguished himself for one simple reason: he would not die. His unusual instinct for self-preservation kept him safe in many battles, and over time, he was repeatedly promoted for lack of any real competition. Then in the Battle of Spiral Sanctum, when retreat certainly was not an option, Sir Deluge was retreated anyway. This was the breaking point, and he at last was sentenced into exile. In the downside, he sought water, where he made contact with Sir Gilman and many members of his kind. They all saluted him as their superior. The other knights had little choice but to respect his rank. As the Pyre Hearts, they conduct the rites in the name of their great hero, the Ender King Oris, while adhering to their strict code. This knight might not have failed quite so miserably at the Battle of the Spiral Sanctum had his entire regiment not turned into disarray after Sir Deluge fled. Perhaps by confronting his former commander, this knight's own honor shall be regained in part. For now, however, this knight must beg your leave. You say good night to Sir Gilman in turn. There is no time to take flight preparations now, though in the morning you'll press on once again. The Chastity and Lord Gandroth. But I'm going to call that for today, guys. This has been Dragon King Mark, and next time we will confront the Pyre Hearts with Sir Gilman. Hopefully help him deal with that, and I have a bad feeling we're going to fight Pamitha's sister, Tamitha, in the Liberation Rite to come. Till then, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified on when I'm going to upload, and, you know, YouTube's algorithm and all that. Check out my Twitter to be notified, and I'll see you guys next time. Laters.